Hi guys, it's TCM Flux here, bringing you my first ever YouTube commentary. In this video I'm going to talk about my general expectations and predictions for this weekend's upcoming i47 event in Telford. I'm also going to touch on what really TCM have been up to since the release of Black Ops 2, and in particular highlight the SBTV launch event we attended down in London. The gameplay you see in front of you is actually a scrim against top European team Dominance. Their roster currently consists of Black, Toby, Mac and Vapes. In this game I think I dropped like 30 odd kills, like sub 15 deaths, which is pretty good going for me at the moment, as this was one of the few occasions where I wasn't actually like lagging badly or on red bar, as I'm currently at university in a 20-person accommodation house, so every time the internet usage is pretty high, I tend to lag or time out or something like that, much to the frustration of my teammates. But anyhow, moving on to the SBTV launch event, we arrived on this Sunday, and on this Sunday night we participated in the 6v6 tournament that they had set up. Basically the format was that you had a pro kind of player on each team, along with maybe a few YouTubers, someone from SBTV, and maybe a celebrity as well. But on my team I had the well-known YouTubers, the Trout91 and Spongy Mophead. I also had, the captain of my team was Jamal Edwards from SBTV, who I believe is like a founding member of the channel. I also had a supposed zombies champion on my team, although throughout the event he kept asking me what the buttons were to jump and lie prone, so I'm not sure how much he actually knew about the game. But I also had I believe someone who wants to get into competitive gaming, a guy called Josh, who his gamer tag was Gizmo, and judging from his performances throughout the tournament I'd say he has a lot of potential to play competitively. But yeah, we actually played Steve Mohawk Heartland's team in the first round, or in the quarterfinal should I say, and we managed to beat them 2-0. Unfortunately he was lumped with a not so gifted team as my own. I'm not entirely sure we played in the semi-finals. I think it was so YouTubers, I think Calix, we played his team, and in the final we played against Aaron Ramsey's team of Arsenal, and we managed to beat them 2-1 in the finals, so that secured us the win, which is pretty awesome. On the Monday night we played in a show match against like a mixed team who consisted of Excellence, Mac, Scruff and Shane from Prophecy. Our OT was myself, Rich, Swizz and Mohog. We were actually defeated in the show match at HMV Oxford Street. I think it was actually essentially 2-0, because the first map, which I actually won, we all done goofs and got the teams wrong, so I think it was me, Steve, Mac and Excellence all on the same team, and we managed to win that. But then the next two maps we actually played in our actual TCM team and we were beaten. But moving on to i47, which was the main topic of this commentary. I think with it being the first LAN event for Black Ops 2, I think there's going to be a lot of luck involved, a lot of randomness. I think we could see a lot of upsets. So obviously the game, people are still kind of in the stage of learning the game. We still haven't even fully defined a rule set yet. But judging from what and who we've played online, I'd say my number one spot would have to go to the Prophecy team. I think a lot of my decision in this was purely on how I know that they will all perform on LAN, and they've looked really good from just playing them online in scrims. They seem pretty organised. I'd say second would have to be I'd say Farrakho Dragons. I'd tip them to take second, as with the addition of Bissell and how good Bissell was on Black Ops 1 with regards to like flag running and just general bamboozling, I think they could do really well. I think third I've got Visions down. It's kind of the Sours, Excellence, Zanity and Tommy kind of pickup team feel to it, but they've got a lot of quality in that lineup, so I think they could do really well. I think I've got fourth down. I've got the new CSC lineup, which is a couple of my good friends, Mohog, Monksy Tech, and Momo. I think they've got a lot of potential in that team, so I've got them down for a top 4 placement. I've got 4 Kings down as 5th. I'd say they're actually the best team we've played online, but I just can't see them breaking into the top 3 purely because of just past record, if you get what I mean. Because they've always threatened from online performances, like they're gonna win lands and stuff, but they always just seem to like, I wouldn't say I'm gonna have to say bottle it at like the important stages. So it'd be interesting to see if they don't do that this time, but I don't know how it's gonna go for them. I've got then 6th I've got down as the Omega team, which is I believe Pacino, Giza, and that lot. I've heard they're really good on this game, and I think I met them in league play once, so they look pretty organised. So I think they could get potential top 6 placement. I've also like got down a dark horses list. I think I've got down EQ, Sensors team, Visions Germany, and Killerfish. I've all got them down as dark horses potentially to take the event, or not take the event, but you know, potentially break into the top 5. But with regards to our own team, obviously I haven't included us in those predictions. I don't really like to try and predict where we're going to come. I think anything less than top 3 for us would be a massive disappointment given how we did at EGL 8. But obviously it's a new game. I wouldn't say our preparation for this event has been ideal, so but I'm just going to go in and take each game as it comes and be optimistic, because I know at the end of the day we can beat any team there. It's just a case of performing on the day, as it is with most LAN events. But yeah, in other news, Brycey has spoken to me about potentially commentating at the event, along with a few other pro players. So, that's partially the reason why I'm attempting to do some YouTube stuff, so I can get some good practice in for i47. Well, that said, this is going to be my only commentary before i47, but I'm going to try and get better at this type of thing. Yeah, so follow me on Twitter for updates this weekend, as I'm going to wrap this up and maybe put a piece of music on for the last 3 minutes. But yeah, follow me on Twitter for updates this weekend. I'll try and tweet out how we're getting on, our results and that type of thing. It's at TCM_flux. But yeah, and that has been my first commentary. So I'd like if you could subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it, that is. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
2 AM in my hostel bed, my eyes them red, my belly ain't fed. I got butter but I ain't got bread, and I'm smoking on my last cigarette. I ain't got credits, I can't make calls. I got no papers, I got no jewels. Got debts up to my eyeballs. Who made these rules? Catch-22. Christmas soon coming, I got no funds. But what's Christmas if you ain't at mum's? What I'm supposed to do, sit here and wait for the sticker JSA? No blasted way, I'm a cool cheat and get through the casino. But use my gyro and buy a 16th. Well, that's small time, but I gotta make peace. I'm so hungry, man, I just got eaten to a certain degree. I'm intrigued by these streets. They say misery loves company, and I'm so comfy I could fall asleep, but I can't do that. I'm surrounded by cats, filthy cats, sitting in steps with cat-sized rats. Yep, it's a fact, I'm truly lost now. Where I end up, where I can't be found. When life hits you with issues, make you wanna cry and wear tissues, wondering who's really with you. What you gonna do? Well, when it gets all dramatic and it's all for the top like bad acting, thinking Shippy, you're the captain. What you gonna do?